Hello friends, welcome to Wealth Guru, and here I am back again with another exciting video today. And this video would be on Welspun India, which has been recommended by 5 Paisa, but we'll do a deep dive into it to find out whether it makes sense from a technical and fundamental analysis perspective to find out if it is worth our time and money. So before we do that, before we go into the details, if you are new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe to the channel because I bring in such videos almost every day, and you can get a glimpse of all the portfolio stocks I've recommended in my previous recommendations as well. Alright, so without making any further ado, let's get started. So this stock, as I said, has been recommended by 5 Paisa to be bought at a level of close to 98 for a target of close to 110, that is almost 14% up from the current levels. And the stock has been recommended based on the technical, which is primarily based on 21-day moving average, and the stock has been trading above that with above average volume, and it made higher top and higher bottom price formation on daily charts. So that makes it a technical buy at current level for almost 14 to 15% upside from here. But let's also look into the fundamentals to find out what it looks like from a fundamental perspective, and should we buy at the current levels. So let me take you to the ICICI Trade portal. So here we are. As you can see, Welspun India, as you know, is a big player in the textile segment, and it has a market cap of close to 9,715 crores. The trailing 12-month fee is almost at 18, and the price to book is 3.2, and the dividend yield is almost 0.2%. And if you look at 1 year chart, it has moved from almost 30 to 40 levels to close to 98 right now, which is almost 3 times. But that doesn't make this stock anyway expensive stock. As you can see, the PE is still below 20, and the profits and EPS growth is suggesting a strong momentum on the stock. So that really is an indicator of there is a lot of buyer interest on the stock, which is taking the stock forward. So let's do a SWOT analysis, which is strength, weakness, opportunity and threat, to find out what all the strengths, weaknesses, opportunity and threat we see in the stock. So let's go to the SWOT analysis. So here is the strength. So as you can see in the SWOT, we have 10 strengths, 2 weaknesses, 3 opportunities and 1 threat. And going to the strengths first, there is good quarterly growth in the recent results. There is growth in the quarterly net profit with increasing profit margin year on year. There is reducing debt. The company has been reducing debt over years. There is increased revenue every quarter for the past 3 quarters. That is also a strength. The company is able to generate net cash flow, which is improving net cash flow for the last 2 years. There is also annual net profits improving for the last 2 years. The book value per share is also improving for last 2 years. Company has 0 promoter plays. FI and FPIs are improving their shareholding in the company for last few quarters, and there's strong momentum. The price is above the short term, medium term and long term moving average. So all lot of strengths on this stock at this point of time. Let's now look into the weaknesses. Going into the weaknesses, the mutual funds have decreased their shareholdings last quarter. Not a big concern though, and there's decline in net profit with falling profit margin quarter on quarter, primarily due to COVID. So those two weaknesses are there, but not a big concern at this point of time. Going into the opportunities, as you can see, this stock has a positive breakout, second resistance. There's highest recovery from 52-week low, and there's high volume, high gain also there in the stock. So this is also an opportunities. Let's go into the threats. So there's increasing trend in the non-core income, that is a threat on this stock at this point of time. So all in all, strengths powers the weaknesses and threats. So definitely looks good from a SWOT analysis standpoint. Now let's do a deep dive into the shareholding pattern. So this is how the shareholding pattern looks like. As you can see, promoters hold almost 70% of the stock. FI and mutual funds hold almost 10% to 15%. Public hold almost 20%. Others are 5%. And as I said earlier, mutual fund a bit reduced their stake in last few quarters. Not much though, from 6 to maybe 5.5%. But at the same time, that is compensated by FII in like increase in stake. that has moved from 5% to close to 6%. So if you club both of these together, it is almost stable for last few quarters. So not be much of a concern in the shareholding perspective. So overall, as I said, this looks a good stock from a fundamental level, and technically also it sounds good at these current levels. So even if you are a short-term investor or a long-term investor, I would recommend you can have this stock. Even if you have a short-term, medium-term, long-term perspective, you can add on to it and just keep on adding if its stock decline, because it's a really good stock to hold on to. Hope this video helps you in taking your investment decision, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And as I said, if you are new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, because I bring in such videos almost every day. So that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching.